WNBA game is here. NBA game is here. Now it's here. I have a way to make it equal.
That's NBA Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal on national TV telling WNBA champion Candace Parker how he thinks her league can be better, a league that is celebrating 25 years in April. Shaq suggested the WNBA would be better if they lowered the rim so the athletes would dunk more and it would bring in more viewers.
No.
It's not the first time a former NBA player thought they had the answer to make the WNBA more appealing.
Why can't we lower the goal to at least 9.5 feet?
We're only playing basketball to dunk? Like, I'm not sure.
Yes, dunking isn't as prominent in the WNBA as it is in the NBA, and some view those comments by Shaq and Tracy McGrady as dangerous and add to the ongoing fight that female athletes have about their game never being considered good enough.
What frustrates me is, when people think basketball, they're thinking of the NBA. The NBA, it's National Basketball Association. It doesn't have men affiliated with it, doesn't have women affiliated, it's just a basketball association. Whereas, when we play sports, it's always women's sports, women's basketball, women's volleyball, women's soccer. And I think that just goes to prove like we're always one step below. Like they're the ideal, they're what everyone should strive for, and then women are kind of on the second step. So I think that's kind of the biggest thing, but I think we are starting to close those barriers a little bit.
Basketball Canada launched the Mad Love campaign this month. It's a rally cry for female athletes across the country. Part of the campaign was that some of Canada's best hoop stars wrote a letter to themselves that they hope will inspire future generations, but also bring attention to the constant bias they face.
The big premise behind mine was, at the end of the day, they can't label you a female anything. You just are a ball player. You just are a doctor. You just are a soccer player, right?
Both Bridget, Carlton, and Kia Nurse take pride in representing Canada in the WNBA and on the international stage at the Olympics this summer.
A lot of people are starting to follow along and follow our stories and, cheering for us. So it's fun to be a part of. And I do feel like there is momentum building and people are paying attention. People are starting to care and follow us. And I think social media and news outlets and us being on TV more than we ever have before is a huge part of that.
I do all of this so that our next generation has a little bit of an easier ride than I did getting to where I am in my career. And so I'm very grateful for it. I'm very grateful that we can celebrate so many different accomplishments. I hope that one day something like an all-female broadcast isn't something we have to celebrate. It's just normal. And that's just another day in the office.
For City News, I'm Lindsay Dunn.